1 hour till the vlog renders out. It is hot, absolutely smothering hot. And so shirts off, sun's out, guns out, but it's just too hot to exercise right now, guys. So I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna chill back a little bit. It's been about $105, 105 Fahrenheit all day long. Oh goodness gracious. Underneath the fan is nice, in the shade of course, but I mean, it's either pool, beach, but that sun is burning hot. And of course, as you can see, I'm a pretty white boy. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go downstairs in the garage. We got a couple things to do. I'm gonna start working on the Man Cave series again over on the other channel, Tips and Tricks. It's always linked below. Always hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put down about probably 1.5 gallons of water today just to hydrate and get all the goodies in the systems. Coffee is, well, I'm still drinking coffee. You gotta be careful about that on hot days, guys. So we're gonna be putting in the boards we saw from yesterday's vlog, which is actually running around right now and up late tonight. Technically would be yesterday for you guys. So I'm gonna be in the garage. We're gonna be drilling holes, putting that kind of board / crown molding up, and I will be including that. A little bit of behind the scenes of the Man Cave series. We'll put it in this vlog right here. Well, guys, as we can see here, Father's Day backed us up a little bit. Oh my goodness gracious, this was 2 days worth of packages for the other channel to review products. Oh my goodness gracious. One of these actually, obviously they're facing that way for my address labels because I don't want that to get out on the internet. But guys, oh wow. Okay, so most of these I already know what they are. This one I'm actually going to show you guys because it's a replacement of something we lost 2 vlogs ago. Obviously that might come in handy for a little hint. And then I believe this one here we actually need for our Man Cave series. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna do a little introduction because I promised the company I was gonna do a video review for them, and I actually reached out to this company because I need to have more LED lights in my garage. I reached out to them, I said, hey, I got a YouTube channel, I do product review videos, I'll do a review video for you guys. Will you send out a long one? This is gonna be like a 32-foot LED section by a really good company I actually have there. Let me show you guys real quick before we open up that box. I actually have, now they're not all on the actual TV, they're just kind of like slightly mounted back there. Looks clean from the front, but I need to fix that. But this company right here, I will give you their name in a second because I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. I think it's Tincam. Anyway, this is a really cool set, guys. You can probably see this in the back of my vlogs all the time. Let's go ahead and see, there's a little remote control. There we go. They got it on the blue setting, all sorts of settings. We'll get into that. Don't you guys worry about that one. Anyway, I already have their 16-foot set for my TV. They said thumbs up. We'll send you a 32-foot set out, and we're gonna put that in our man cave. So, all right, quick update, guys. We are waiting for my battery to charge on my Canon 60D to do the product review intro for, of course, the LED strip light, like I mentioned just a little while ago, or just a second ago. So now I am in my hoarder stash here with my eBay auctions now. Now, as we look up right here, guys, I'm actually doing a little bit of exploring today. Normally there is a really ugly cover. That is ugly itself, but normally there is an ugly cover, which is right there. And I'm actually gonna vacuum that off. But that is just your typical 1990s, really ugly light box cover that kind of goes right there. Anyways, there's this kind of a long reach, and that's actually a bulb. Let me go ahead and kick the light off there, as we can see right there. Now, I was actually looking for my crawl space, and I was like, it has to be up here. So, guys, I want to show you a little sneak peek at what we got going on here. Again, we are doing a little exploring. Let me cut the lights again, because that light gets way too hot. But take a look at this. This is not just a crawl space, guys. This is like full-blown attic. Look at this. I mean, I got my, of course, my exhaust pipe right here for the dryer, but take a look at this up here. I'm gonna try to get a little bit better view. Look at that ventilation shaft up there, right where my thumb, right up there. Very cool, guys. That's like a full-blown, you know, let me see if I can get a better shot. I definitely need a better ladder, but I've never, see, look at how high that goes, guys. Take a look at that. We're talking like, that's a solid like 8-foot arch, kind of a tiki peak right there, kind of a peak up there. And then there's, of course, white splashing of who knows what, but we have little exhaust vent valves, and we have all sorts of ugly looking installation right there, that pink stuff. And of course we have our cable wiring running right over there, electrical and so on and so forth. But again, there's our dryer ventilation right there that kicks the dryer exhaust out. But very interesting, guys. So if you ever needed to, of course, rewire your cable internet or whatnot, this would be the area you need to get up and out if they're not drilling holes through walls. So very cool, guys. And that is a lot bigger than I anticipated. Of course, I'm a renter, I'm not an owner. If I did want to run some new wiring so that I could put some more fans in the house for summertime, now they already put one in right here. Take a look at that, guys, looking absolutely fantastic. That was not here, and the model when it was built, that was not like that. So someone actually went up there, my ladder's not tall enough, but they went up there, walked on the beams, of course, because you don't want to fall through the roof, and you walk on the 2x4s, and then you just drop down what you need to do. But take a look at this. So you can actually tell when someone has goofed up. Let's go ahead and take a look. So this is how you can tell, as that comes to a close there, this is how you can tell when someone's goofed up, guys. So right here, guys, if you can see that, that is actually smooth with no texture. Right in this area right here. Now, as we can see over here and over here and over here, there's texture. So you can see it a little bit better right there. It's kind of glossy, which means that they dropped it down and it wasn't centered where they wanted to, so they actually redid it. I'm not sure exactly who did that. Probably, you know, someone back in the day. But anyway, but at least we have a fan, absolutely. But that's one way to tell, guys, if you are buying a house, look around at potential non-texture. So if this was smooth, this hole, let's say right here, right? If that was completely smooth with no texture, that means, guys, that someone probably has drilled in, made a hole, covered it up with, you know, stuff that you could buy at Home Depot, of course, but they didn't use texture to make it look blended in. Now, is that bad? No, not necessarily, but you want to look around for potential damage when you are, of course, buying a house, and if an inspector has not been able to locate anything, you know, just knowledge is power, baby. Knowledge is power. So you're like, Chris, I could care less about attic space. What are you talking about? The reason why I'm talking about it is because potentially, if I was the owner of this condominium, what I would do, I'm gonna vacuum you in a second, hold on. That's the reason I actually went up there. Well, there was a couple reasons. Anyway, back to the story. So in this circumstance, if you were the owner of the condominium, what I could potentially do and what I would personally do is I would, again, my homeowner is really cool. He actually lives right across the street and he's really cool, but he probably wouldn't mind, but I'm not gonna obviously do this. What I would do is I would put in some stairs right there. Now you're meaning like, how are you gonna put in stairs right there? Well, guys, some of your houses actually have the pull down, right? You have this like little hanging thing that pulls down, and you grab it and you pull it down, and then all of a sudden this door comes down and it's like stairs. And then you grab these stairs and you pull them down, and they're just like a little makeshift little stair thing. Now this ladder is not tall enough to actually get up there. You could stash Christmas ornaments, you could stash all sorts of stuff. And what I would personally do, again, I put in stairs and then I'd lay plywood down over the 2x4s, right, over the insulation. And then what I would do is I would have boards so I could walk over and store stuff on. Little tip for you guys, if you ever find yourself in a very hot situation. Bandana, cold water. You could even put that in the freezer if you want, but water will work better because it will stay moist. This has been about an hour and it's still moist. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again. Just make sure that you turn on the cold water and keep it running until cold water is actually coming out of the faucet, because on a hot day, it's literally cold water, but that's coming out hot. I could wash the dishes with that right here. So we're gonna wait till that cools off, soak the bandana, put that on your forehead, and that's gonna be very pleasurable. That's nice. Alrighty guys, we got a really blue hue of the LED lights coming down here. Let me show you what I've been working on. This is a little bit behind the scenes for the Man Cave series. So guys, I have an LED strip, of course we have seen in the video already. Well, you can actually see each individual LED light all the way down the road. There's 300 up there. But what I'm doing is I'm putting pieces of wood right in front of it, so it casts a hue color instead of actually looking at the LED light. That, if you're looking right at it, just looks like a rope light, one of those cheap rope lights from Target. You can't really see it on camera, but as we can see here, I've put up and I've drilled into the pre-existing boards already pre-drilled, and then put some screws in there. And as we can see, they're right on, right here to here, all the way right there. I got that far this evening, and it's casting a hue on the airsoft. Absolutely fantastic, guys. We're taking a little breather for dinner, and it's actually about 9:20 p.m. So we're gonna cut all noise because I was using the saw that I picked up in yesterday's Father's Day vlog, and the drill makes a lot of noise. It's finally cooling off, but it's still about 100 degrees. My dinner's upstairs, so actually we gotta go eat. I'm starving. So anyway, guys, we're super stoked. Tomorrow's vlog, we're probably gonna be putting up that. I really doubt I'm gonna get down here later on, but after dinner to put up those, at least stick those up. That will probably be for tomorrow. Then we do need to clean up the garage so that we can back our car on in. Maybe I'll leave it out on overnight. Yes, guys, there it is right there. We have some nice fish. Hatch Valley salsa right on top, some nice broccoli, some Hatch Valley on top of the broccoli. Probably sprinkle it with a little bit of sea salt, just a little bit, but let me show you one of my favorite things to do. I pour a nice glass, focus, I pour a nice glass of coconut water, and look at that, I put it in the freezer. That's been in there for only about 5, maybe 7 minutes, and look at that, nice and frosty coconut water. That's gonna go down the hatch real nice. Guys, just realized I have not showed you the yellow envelope with the LED strip in there. I was like pointing it out downstairs in the garage, and I was like, wait a second, you haven't even seen what it is yet. So guys, this is the Ting Cam LED strip right here. Now you're wondering, what in the world is that? That's a spool of LED strip. Now you guys have probably seen the LED strips before without the actual lights on, and that's what they look like, but if you've never seen them, that's what they look like. This one in particular is black. Now what's cool about these LED strips, right? They're all connected by these little connectors right here. This particular one is a 32-foot one, and this is waterproof up to whatever, like IPX6 or something like that. Anyway, there's like a gel coat over this, hard gel, like almost like plastic silicone over the LED strip. And this whole entire LED strip right here, with, again, I'll show you in just a second, it has remote control power supply and everything. It's only $29.99 Amazon Prime. But this one is black, meaning that you can have this on the back of your IKEA desk, entertainment center that's a darker color, and it will blend in if any part of the strip is actually showing. This is where you would connect your little prongs right here. You have tape all over the back of it for easy mounting like that. Anyway, guys, 32 feet. Let's see what else we get in the bag. Of course, instruction manuals, and this remote control is actually really cool. This one is the black remote control. Change all different types of colors, fades, ins, jumps. You can program it yourself, really cool. Then you got power supply, and then you got a little thing you push into the power supply, on off switch, boom, boom. If you want to do that with a sticky side tape, remote sensor, and then this is where this goes in. All right, guys, again, this one is the one behind my TV. And then it goes up right here, down there, actually goes up the back of my PS4 so you can't see it, around the back of the TV, then down, and then over there. So it casts a nice hue, as we can see here, pops out over here, all behind the TV. This is a dead look when you're sitting right in front of the TV. I do need to adjust it a little bit back there. As you can see, the hue is not even. You want a nice even hue all the way around, and then it stops right there. So, let me show you what we can do with these bad boys. Again, this remote sensor unfortunately is tucked down over there, so I gotta go like way over here to hit it. But I mean, you can reach from the couch, you just kind of get this weird angle. But I haven't actually mounted this on the TV, it's only by Scotch tape, because I wanted to mess around with it before. Anyway, there's your white, your blue, your greens, your reds, and all sorts of stuff. It fades ins and outs. Let's go ahead and fade it. Let's go ahead and try fade 3 and see what happens. Yeah, so you can speed it up, slow it down. I think this is actually on the fast speed, so it just does that and messes with your eyes. It's just like some of those IKEA lights they sell, guys, but anyway, really cool. But let me show you guys something real quickly. I always like it just on blue. All right, stop it. Okay, stop it. There we go. Remote sensor, okay. On, and then let me turn it to solid blue right there. Okay, anyway, the remote sensor is right there. That's my little remote sensor. So anyway, this strip, guys, let me show you. Let me turn it off, number one. Anyway, this strip I have on the back of my TV is actually a white strip, and that is only 16 feet. And that, again, is completely white, whereas in this one is all black. And you guys are like, Chris, that was way too much information about LED strips. Well, anyway, guys, some of you guys might want to know more about LED strips because they're getting very popular with custom PC gaming setups and desks and editing suites, and everyone's using them in your kitchen. I'm actually going to be getting another set and putting it underneath my counter so you can't see it, but it just casts a hue. As in can't see it, as in like I literally would have to come all the way down here to actually see the lights, but a 5-foot person and above would look straight at it like an adult and go, dang, man, and nice hue would just be casted down on your kitchen wall. If you want to get really crazy crunk on it, you could actually get some crown molding and jimmy rig it, so you could do LED strips around the top of your kitchen, or in that little nook cranny right here, all the way down there. That gets a little bit interesting because, again, you don't want to be able to see it. You want just the hue. Ghetto party bus right here. Look at this thing. It's like from the 1970s.